Everybody, a.t.l here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to WTF Moments, where we're just ripping apart the Pokemon anime. Plainly and simply, we're just taking the piss. Thank you for all your amazing feedback on last week's episode. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, and I'm so glad so many of you are excited for this series. I have been listening to the comments as well. I've read through all of them, and the general consensus seems to be that you guys would rather me continue with the first series of the anime than go for the newer anime, which is a little bit more polished, a little bit more true to the video games, a little bit more less garbage. Do you know what I mean? And I'm more than happy to continue with series 1. Once we get to the end of series 1, I'll then probably take a vote and be like, what series do you want me to do next? I'm going to do these weekly to start off with, and we'll see where it goes from there. Let's just have fun with series 1 in the meantime. Also, another piece of feedback that really stood out to me was,
well, one thing you definitely need is a counter on screen counting the number of WTF moments, just like CinemaSins does.
And of course, my response to that is exactly what you'd expect. Do I look like CinemaSins? This isn't CinemaSins. What, you want me to put an annoying little ding between every little entry? Nah, we're not doing that. We're not counting. We're not doing dings. It's just for fun. It's just for a laugh. We're just going to stand around and take the rip out of Pokemon. It's really simple. Let's not overcomplicate.
No, the fans ask the counter, not the ding noise, which I do that. Seriously, they say counter, not the ding. Ring-a-ding-ding my ass. You dumbass.
Also, if that was your feedback, you know I'm only joking with you. I'm only playing, don't worry. But if you did take offense to that, lol.
Dude, what the earth? Don't do that. Don't troll your fans like that. That only gives you trouble. Seriously. Also,
if you have to explain a joke, there is no joke!
But without further ado, let's have a look at the WTF moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 2, Pokemon Emergency. So the episode starts with a recap of the previous episode. Long story short, Pikachu hated Ash, Pikachu got absolutely battered and almost killed, but somehow still managed to save the day and is now absolutely knackered. That's as much as you need to know. Then the episode begins.
knackered? Dude, they got blasted back by the Thunder Blast. Seriously. Do you forget that actually happened in the episodes? To those who don't know, Pikachu tried to use a Thunderbolt, but some thunder cloud struck at Pikachu's Thunderbolt. And kaboom! They got knocked out.
First new thing to happen in the episode, Officer Jenny sees a battered and bruised Ash Ketchum running down the street with a battered and bruised Pikachu and instantly assumes that Ash must be one of the Pokemon thieves that have been running riot in Viridian City. Now, I get that there are Pokemon thieves in the area and she's got to be on high alert, but at the same time, look at the state of him. Nothing about this 10-year-old screams successful Pokemon thief.
Well, you better tell that to your police at UK. I mean, seriously. They caused some chaos instead of peace. Seriously. Plus, the way Ash carried Pikachu made Jenny think that maybe Ash is taking someone's trainer's Pokemon and not realize it's his Pokemon. I mean, she's asking if that Pokemon is his. You know, what a policeman or man do?
Ash tells Officer Jenny it's my Pokemon and it's her and I've got to get it to a hospital right away. Bet you feel like a right dick now, don't you?
Jenny?
Rephrase the previous sin.
Learn that Ash Ketchum left home on a region-wide adventure with no form of ID that he's aware of. Now, before you type your comment, we are getting to that, but first, let's just focus on what a colossal, unprepared numpty this child is. Officer Jenny tells Ash that he's the 4th person from Pallet Town to reach Viridian City that day. Ash says, oh, that means Gary Oak's here already. Who's Gary Oak, mate? I only know Gary. That's what we call a callback to the previous episode.
Oh no, here he comes. That joke from these previous episodes. And this time, it's permanent. Seriously, that joke I just mentioned is stupid. You should not use it. Stop it. Get some help.
Jenny continues to quiz Ash on how he can prove he's not a Pokemon thief, even though she stood next to a wanted poster with a picture of the thieves on it. Just open your eyes, love. Although granted, I know Team Rocket are good at making disguises, but even so, come on. Oh, and for the know-it-all in the comments that's going to be like,
well, actually, Liam, James did in fact dress up as Ash in an episode of Season 17.
Well, we're not at Season 17, are we? No, in fact, we're about 830 episodes away from that particular episode, so we'll talk about that one in 15.9 years. How about that?
Dude, you just said it. You said that Team Rocket disguise. As in, blend in with other people. Jenny is testing that Ash is not one of them. Seriously. Don't think that they stupid. I mean, seriously. I learned that from Team Fortress 2 Spy that you have to blend in with anyone. Mamma mia. If you were a spy, you would be bad at spying. Or even play as spy. Crikey.
Turns out when Professor Oak gave Ash his Pokedex, he failed to point out that this can be used as a form of identification, and not only that, but it's also irreplaceable. That's 11 out of 10 mentoring right there. Well done, Oak. Well done.
As I said before in the last video, Ash was asleep. You know, he doesn't get enough energy to think. I mean, seriously. Plus, anime has some protagonists be dumb as a brick. Or something over the brick. I mean, seriously, Goku is that type of intelligent. He may be good at martial arts, but not good at modern technology. Or something future technology, or whatever the driving.
Misty's actually capable of running with the charred remains of a bicycle on her back. Must be some intense gym training.
First of all, boo with that pun. That is terrible. Just don't do that again. Also, Misty is mad. And you don't want to mess with a woman that mad. Seriously, I get intimidated by a mad woman. Jeez.
All of the Team Rocket voices in this episode absolutely suck. Especially Meowth. I cannot bear to listen to them.
You talk about the English or Japanese dub? Because I did mention that in the last video that the English dub is dubbed by 4Kids. And they are infamous for having the worst dubbing of all time. As for editing. Crikey. Seriously. I'm looking at the top 10 worst anime 4Kids dubs. And yeah, they are bad dubs.
Right before Officer Jenny busts out this sick motorcycle jump to avoid the stairs, she says, "This is tricky." Just don't do it then. Just don't do it. Park in the car park like a normal person and don't further endanger the already badly injured Pikachu just to impress a 10-year-old, you nonce.
Yeah, but that does reference the Kool-Aid thing. You know, smashing through walls in an epic way. But instead of smashing through walls, it's riding style. That and maybe that is reference Jump the Shark from Jaws film. Yes, I know it's not a good idea to use a horror film reference, but then again, he did reference some corny joke in the future episodes he doing.
Not only is Jenny a nonce, but parking your motorbike and sidecar at the front desk of the Pokemon Center just makes you an arsehole.
Rephrase the previous sin.
Not really a WTF moment, but I just want to point out Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have made me hate this Pokemon.
Why? Why you hate them? Why you hate Chansey? Because the game you mentioned? Dude, that game is supposed to be a reboot or a remake of the Gen 1 game. Again. Or because you get defeated on PvP online gameplay. Jesus Christ. And just like that, he become from smart to a similar sense idiotic stupid. He doesn't mention why, it makes no sense. Seriously, I don't know why.
This is a direct quote from Nurse Joy when Ash asks how he can help.
You can be more responsible.
What the Tartarus was that? I don't know. I guess he do it. Wait. Who just said that? It is I, King Sombra, and I'm here to talk about what he just had in his video. Oh, King Sombra. I didn't expect you here. But yeah, that's really off that he just did. I mean, I know women sound pitched than males, but that's too much, you know. Sheesh. I know. I mean, seriously, I hear some squeaky noise, but that's from the Phillies, not adult male.
This is a direct quote from Nurse Joy when Ash asks how he can help.
You can be more responsible. If you want to be a Pokemon trainer, young man, you can't let your Pokemon battle till they're in this condition.
Listen, Joy, is Pikachu fainted? The whole point of a Pokemon battle is to make all of your opponent's Pokemon faint. So what you're saying is basically bollocks. Not to mention, technically Ash's Pikachu won the battle, so it needs to have at least 1 hit point, so it's not even that bad.
Rephrase the previous sin. And maybe Ash was attacked by a flock of sparrows? You know, the last episode you just reviewed? By the spark of life, you did not realize that? Ugh.
Officer Jenny reminds everybody that she's left a motorcycle at the front desk. Don't you hate those kinds of people that are absolute dickheads and then they feel the need to remind you just how much of a dickhead they are? Why are you looking at me?
Oh, I don't know, maybe because you did say leave Team Rocket behind in some dangerous place like explosion. Yeah. Protagonists should not do that. Yeah, even Twilight won't do that to most of the enemies, except me. I mean, I am trying to destroy that crystal heart that the kingdom have. Beside that point, yeah, protagonists won't do that unless it's a last resort. Plus, most of the villains in the series have teamed up with heroes up against a bigger threat, such as X and Y main villain, White Savior.
What the hell kind of Pidgey is that? Has Callum been fixing shiny Pokemon again? Did you ever set your ringtone to ring ring ring, ring ring ring, phone call, because you thought it'd be friggin' awesome? Yeah, it was a fun 2 minutes, wasn't it?
It's the 90s phone. Of course it had that type of ringtone. You forget that what you're reviewing. The 1999 Pokemon anime. I mean, holy Cybertron. Do you not realize that, mate?
According to Ash's mum, it took Ash's father 4 days to get from Pallet Town to Viridian City. So just take a moment to think about what that means. That means that there's a Pokemon trainer out there that is about 4 times more incompetent than Ash Ketchum. That's saying something.
Could I cure him now? No, King, no, we are not. We are better than this. Don't. Oh, man.
Oh look, it's Arcanine, you know? The legendary Pokemon Arcanine.
Well, Liam, that's actually because in the
Did I even ask?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Ash is looking at the carvings on the wall of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon, focuses intensely on the one that isn't Zapdos or Moltres, and says, "That's the flying Pokemon I saw." No, it's not. That's Articuno. Sure, its tail feathers look a bit ho-oh-ish, but at the same time, so does your mum.
First of all, don't do that stupid joke thing again. Seriously, I will break the shades of you. Urgh. And, second of all, you should say to yourself, the a.t.l feathers look similar. Jeez, I don't know why you did not notice that.
I've actually got two questions about this particular scene. Question one is, why is the Pokemon Center's reception desk video phone connected to a screen that is away from the desk and on the wall, built into this carving of legendary Pokemon? Like, surely that phone is for private, patient, confidential calls and maybe calls about the business practices of the Pokemon Center. So why would we need the video of those calls to be on the wall away from the reception desk? It doesn't make sense.
Just in case one of the parts is broken, either the television or the phone is broken. Seriously, you did not realize that? I mean, I'm no engineer, but I think that's a good backup plan.
Secondly, why does Professor Oak have two video phone cameras? One on the front of his PC so he can look directly into it, and one directly behind him on the other side of the room. Is the rear camera some kind of Professor Oak fetish webcam? Is Professor Oak an e-professor?
Well, first of all, maybe Professor Oak has a second monitor that linked to each other. Maybe he accidentally turned it on. That's really what it is. An accident. And second of all, ew, gross! Why you have to say that? Ugh, gross! I am out of here.
Professor Oak made a bet with Gary for $1 million that Ash Ketchum would catch at least one new Pokemon before he reached Viridian City. This has to be the stupidest bet you could possibly make. You are betting on a child who tried to catch a Pidgey with a t-shirt.
Well, maybe it's not Professor Oak who did the bet. Gary Oak did. Don't forget what I just said before in the last video. Gary Oak is very prideful. And maybe he would lost if Ash actually didn't catch the Pokemon. You know, just proving his point.
Ash tells Misty he's sorry about a bike, but he does need some time to make things right. And Misty says, no, I'm not falling for that again. Then immediately says, well, I guess you should look after Pikachu now. Instantly falling for his excuses again, when legally he owes her a new bike, or at least the money for it.
As I just said before, it's for kids dub. It maybe has some error in the English dub. Japanese dub maybe got correct dub. But no, we got the awful dub.
Team Rocket are annoyed that they're being treated as criminals and feel that they should be welcomed in Viridian City. But you're criminals, mate.
As I said about Gary Oak, Jesse and James has thrown me out for some time prideful about their crime spree. You know, they are Team Rocket, Bright Spark.
Jesse and James both instruct Ekans and Koffing to attack at the same time, as in they talk to both Pokemon. They both say, Ekans, Koffing, go! Like, surely Ekans and Koffing only need to be instructed by their own trainers, right? Ekans doesn't need to hear Jesse and James instruct it in unison. Why?
Rephrase the previous sin.
Let's talk about the Team Rocket motto real quick. We know from Butch and Cassidy in later episodes that Jesse and James are just butchering it because they don't know the proper words, but we don't know that's going to happen yet. So at this point in the season, they're just talking bollocks. That's literally what it sounds like. Even Ash points it out. Although nothing is worse than the Team Rocket motto they were using last time I saw. The nobly heroic man of our times! The fuck are you talking about?
Rephrase the previous sin.
Team Rocket are not interested in Ash's Pikachu. They only seek rare and valuable Pokemon. You're traveling with a talking Meowth. You should probably hand in and then you can retire.
And sell the friend who translate the Pokemon to English? No way! I would have had someone to be, supported and talk to us. My Spock, you're heartless. Did someone say my name? And now we got Heartless from Kingdom Heart? Okay then. I do what I want, Master. Master? Oh, I love this little devil. Wait, if you're Heartless, then who are you from? Ace Trainer Liam. Of course. Ace Trainer Liam, Heartless? But I thought Kingdom's Heart said it's complicated, Master. And as Sheriff has said, you should not sell your friend who translated. Seriously, he's an attention cat. You should not do that. Jeez.
These doors close the exact second Coughing and Ekans go by, which means they definitely saw everybody run into that room and are just lazy.
Just like Game Freak.
First of all, what the Tartarus is this? Are you kidding me? This is a joke. You just wrote it right there. I don't know why you keep doing this. And second of all, maybe those doors were force locked. You know, forcefully shut the automatic door together and locked it. I mean, jeez Louise. I agree, Master. Also, no one shall make a fun of me. Nobody. Okay. Moving on.
This backup generator makes no sense. Why are the Pikachu running, creating kinetic energy to produce electricity when they produce electricity anyway? Am I not seeing this right? Or is it like a really efficient thing and I'm just not realizing where like it's producing electricity through kinetic energy, which is giving electricity to the Pikachu, who are then making more electricity to power the bit? I don't think it makes sense. I think it looks absolutely stupid and I think it's pointless.
Liam, you just said it yourself. I mean, seriously, you just said yourself in video. Why did you not notice that? Also, in Pokemon Pokédex from Black and White and Sun and Moon, it says here it power up the power plant. And Black and White too says that they power each other when their numbers is weakened. So that means you answer yourself, mate. Plus, this is main reason why Black and White is superior. Superior! Alright, Mr. Hotshot. We don't want to hear that. So let's moving on. For now.
After standing idly by and watching Ash throw out a stranger's Pidgey and a stranger's Rattata to no avail, Misty finally decides to get in on the action and throws out a Pokeball. Out comes Goldeen, which she then immediately returns. Glad we had you on the team, Misty. Great job. This is a direct quote from Misty to Jessie. You know as well as I do that a water Pokemon can't battle on land. Then why'd you bother? Like, you could try and pretend that it was to cause some kind of distraction so everyone could get away, but you didn't tell the others, so they haven't left.
Maybe that's supposed to be a joke, you know? Making fun of that creature that's flopping around. Ha ha ha. Which, that's useless, just like your jokes, mate.
Apparently, all it takes to heal Pikachu to 100% is for a dozen other Pikachu to electrocute it. So what was Nurse Joy faffing about with?
Rephrase the previous sin.
What do you think generates more electricity? A dozen Pikachu or one 10-year-old pedaling a bike that's charred and really shouldn't be working like that anyway? Apparently it's the bike.
You have no idea how electricity works through metal, right? Right, mate? I mean, seriously. Even a 10-year-old knows about that. Jeez. I mean, not showing us that. Ugh.
Pikachu's Thunderbolt causes Coughing to explode, decimating the Pokemon Center and the surrounding area. And for some reason, only Team Rocket are harmed in the blast.
rephrase the previous sin. Also, maybe because it's aimed at Team Rocket? I mean, seriously? You did not know that? I mean, Ash aimed the bike at them. But since that blast range is massive, yeah, that kinda overdo it. Also, this ain't reality. It's a fictional world. You are referring Pokemon anime. You know, they got gods. Okay, Mr. Raph, I get it. You just did like Tony Sonic and mentioned that. I get it. It's true Liam did like Channel 5 and don't believe cartoon physics. Ugh, jeez. Well, that and your PC you mentioned doesn't get damaged. It must be behind something that's blast resistant. You know, like Obsidian does.
Look, even the computer survived.
Told ya.
Hey, look, the girl's scared of bugs because it's 1997 and we all think women are weird.
No, seriously, can I kill him now? No, don't. Just don't. Please, for the love of Prime, no. Well, that and I will exist no more since he died. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dang it.
Great job, Pokemon. Very classy. And the episode ends on a cock block. Will Ash catch Caterpie? Will he not? Who cares? It's Caterpie.
You know, I won't kill you for a reason, but the fans will kick your rear end for that.
And that'll do it for another episode of WTF Moments. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel like these wonderful people over here do, pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/a.
Right after you just said about Caterpie. Oh no, you don't. You don't get my subscribed. No way how. Even if you show us you cute little puppy in the future. Huh, really? I did not know you cared about Caterpie. My master has some secret that no one should know. Not even you, Mr. Raph. Oh, really? Well, I understood that. And I will keep it a secret. Wait, really? You're not going to blackmail me? No. But I bet Dr. Wolf or Pinkie Pie will know your secret soon. Trust me. You remember that. Oh, shoot. Well, I admit, that is interesting video. Besides some things I just pointed out. That thing, I'm now voicing King Sombra and voicing Liam's Heartless now. That's right, people, I am here. And this video would be an amazing video if it take a long time. I mean, it's almost 30 minutes. Crikey. Look at that. I don't know how Liam... I don't know why Liam make me that long. Crikey. But beside that point, I hope everyone enjoy. Thanks for watching.